Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 18th of October. My name's Philip Kingston.
I'm Gary Peer. Lovely tan there, Phil.
Yes,
lovely
Gary.
tan.
A lot of people stopped me in Surfers Paradise where I was and said, clearly I'm a native of Queensland given my golden hues.
Absolutely. Trying to work out which background you're from that gives you that glowing, beautiful colour that you've got there.
Viewers,
how was the break, by the way?
Viewers, just to let you know, because you probably missed me from GPTV last week, which was admirably conducted by you, and who'd you do it with?
Jeremy, glad that you tuned in.
Clearly didn't watch
Love
the show.
Sincerity.
Yes, anyway, I'm sure you were great together, but viewers, I took a week off. I left on I think it was a Saturday evening, came back on a Saturday evening. Sunday to Saturday. That's the lot of a real estate agent.
Any problems with flights? You know, flying now, and Qantas, which was the model of consistency and reliability, they just... my wife, daughter, went to Sydney, got bumped off the flight. They said, we've got boarding passes, we've got this. And someone else that came from America, got the boarding pass. The airlines now are bad. What happened to you?
Are the airlines...
And expensive.
Are the airlines bad, Gary, or is it Qantas is now terrible? Okay, here's a beef.
I loved Qantas.
I used to love Qantas, and I was a very loyal Qantas flyer.
Me too.
I would always fly Qantas, and even when I went overseas, I was happy to pay a bit extra to go with Qantas. I now think Qantas has dumbed itself down
they became
to a B grade airline.
They became Jetstar.
So here's a couple of my beefs. First of all, of course, going up, the flight was delayed significantly, so we missed out on that night that we were going to have because they got us in late, and they were not overly helpful in getting us rebooked.
No, it's your problem. Too bad.
We're members of the frequent of the Qantas Club. Well, I've got to tell you, that is the biggest hole now in Melbourne. It is appalling to actually charge us to sit in this dark space where all of the food bar area was dirty and unkept. It was terrible.
These are genuine first world problems.
Coming back again, delayed by another couple of hours, and genuinely, I don't think they care less.
No.
Having said that, due respect to the front-facing staff who are copping and I was particularly polite, but I thought these poor people at the customer interface that have got to put up with all of this.
And anyway, they must be under pressure, Qantas, hammered all the time.
Absolutely cannot say more negative things about them.
It became crap. It's a real shame, Phil, because they were a premium. They were like the benchmark of reliable, steady, good travel.
But having said that, I had a week off. It was great. We had 2 nights in Brisbane. If you haven't been to the Khalil Hotel, it's a real experience in Fortitude Valley. I haven't spent much time in Brisbane, but it was just pumping, and that location is great. The restaurants are amazing. Who would have thought?
High standard.
Who would have thought backward Brisbane would have become a absolute hotspot in the world? Anyway, we had 2 nights there.
Well, you know, we've got one watcher that has got into us a few times for bagging Queensland.
Absolutely.
So he'll be very happy now.
Stephen,
yes,
I think your old state has
redeemed itself. Redeemed itself.
And then we went to Surfers, Gary, where we stayed at the new Langham Hotel. And what an incredible hotel that is.
There you go.
Right on the beach.
Good service.
Absolutely fabulous. Look,
it's hard for Queenslanders to give good service. It's not, they need tourists, they want tourists, but they kind of hate tourists, really, let's face it.
Do you know what? I have a theory, Gary, that it's sunny, it's hot, and people's brains are affected by sun.
You've got to dumb down your expectations and you'll be okay.
So the infrastructure is great. And the hotel was fantastic.
Okay, I'll leave it at that.
But I do think, and we did meet the general manager a couple of times, who's a very lovely man. I think he's got his work cut out, just bringing the staff with him. But he'll get there because the building is beautiful, and there were some really good people there. But on balance, Queensland service
they just don't.
They
don't quite get it over there.
But I'll tell you one thing, Gary, for all of the viewers that are thinking about overseas holidays, you walk along the beach in Surfers, it is the best beach in the world.
It's world standard, Phil.
And the food is incredible there now too.
There are people that watch this think it's a real estate show.
No, it's a travel show.
Well, you must have been mistaken. And we've been bucketed appropriately. Sue has written in, because obviously Sue is a new watcher. Someone who hasn't watched and understands the banter and triviality and stupidity of the show. So she must have seen the headlines, because we talked about what's the most important room in the house. Yes. The grab.
Yes.
So she gravitated towards that, watched it, and then said, You took 23 minutes to tell me what the most beautiful room of the house is, the most valuable. You've lost me. Well, I didn't know, Sue, you were a paying customer. I didn't know. I didn't see the check come in. But thank you.
No. I'm a bit of a shout out to Sue.
Yeah,
Look, I'm
good,
sorry,
yeah.
Sue, because
Yeah.
when I am away, the show
it's
does
worse
tend
now.
to drift. But we've lost Sue.
Yep,
and all I can say is, well, Sue,
all the best.
All the best.
We wish you well. And anyway,
Good luck with your life.
Good luck. Go find a better real estate show. Tell us all about it. By the way, we did actually talk about the best room in the house very early on the show. It wasn't 23 minutes, Sue, so you've got a bit of a venomous attack there.
Well,
but
I
we
think
love you anyway.
Poor Sue's sitting at
and
home after watching you and Jeremy for
I know.
23 minutes saying she'll never get that time back in her life.
Right. 23 minutes you'll never get back in your life. And look, we do sell houses well, Sue, just so you know. Look, a couple of other people have written into us, Philip, with some feedback. Luke,
yes.
And we're going to get some tickets. Look, we said we're going to get some movie tickets. Do you reckon Sue will take them or not? It's not really quite. We're going to give them to her anyway.
No,
she responded.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I'm going to love the ones we're with.
You're
Phil.
going to give her the classic tickets, not the gold class.
No, there was never gold class. That gold class was the market that was a lot stronger before. Phil, Luke is an avid viewer. He loves the show each week, so thank you, Luke. And he thinks that the open plan kitchen meals living area is the most important area. I think you're probably right there.
Well, Luke, if you've been watching
bases.
My videos, you'll understand that the kitchen is the epicenter of all family living.
Homes, yeah, all family homes. Yeah. Now
the other one, Luke, is you're going to love this room because this is going to be the room you're going to be in 24/7. 365.
Now also John, who's a great friend of the company, said the kitchen and family room, most important to give a good impression of the house. I don't think he really cares too much about just one of the tickets. So I'll get them across to you, John, but thanks for your commentary. And Peter, who is a great friend of the company's, we talked 2 weeks ago, I've saved this for you, about secret handshakes.
Well,
and here he's got a whole range of secret Mason
Lord.
handshakes. I like that a lot.
So Peter, you've sent us 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, you've got to try them. We've got to try them out.
3.
We should try to put them on the screen
4.
if we can. Oh, they're fantastic.
5.
Yeah, all sorts of handshakes
6,
there. Little whoop
7,
and inside and
8,
interlock and outside
9,
and in and back
10,
and forward and behind the back
11,
and over the shoulder and
12, 13 pages. So thank you so much for that, Peter. We're going to send these to Sue.
Yeah, exactly. Sue will love them. Because if Sue doesn't like us by now, she's going to hate us after that. Phil, let's talk about the weekend that was. We got there eventually. Welcome back. Good to have you back home for the very busy run into the end of the year. A 73% clearance rate against
industry
60%.
average of 60,
coming down probably to in the 50s. So a little bit of a boast theme.
Yep, thank you.
I don't know if I love that boast theme. I want to get a new one that's bigger. But a bit of a boast theme. Thank you. And put the towers up there, 73% versus 60. A pretty good weekend. So well done to those that sold and bought.
I just want to drill down into the market because some people do watch this show for some market understanding and some market fundamentals. My first auction coming back from my week away was an auction that we had in Hopkins Street in McKinnon.
That's the suburb. Yes.
That was a beautifully renovated 3-bedroom villa, one of 2. No garage, just open parking. We had 5 people bidding for that. And the reason I just want to bring this up is whilst the price range is undisclosed, let's call it in the range
is undisclosed. The price range is disclosed. It's 150 to 1265. I think it might have been lifted from there. But
price sold for significantly, the property was sold for significantly more than
5 bidders, Philip.
But you know, interestingly,
5.
If you follow the media, and the media just loves beating up the market.
Bucketing estate agencies.
There's 5 people, 5 people with their hand in the air, chasing a property in that early 1s to mid 1s, right? We've then backed that up with an auction in Bamber Road at number 14, Bamber Road, where the quote range on that I think was 1.3 to 1.43.
We lifted it to 1.35 to 1.485, responsible lifting of the quote.
Sold for well in excess of the top end of the range.
A whole lot more
again with 5 bidders. So here's the disconnect. You've got the media on one saying, oh, the world is falling down, the sky is falling down, it's just terrible. And yet the public are leading a completely different life to what the media is purporting.
They're feeling good, the confident, and the media also talking a bit about underquoting. Got to say that our vendors always tell us their preparedness to sell within the range. Many properties we sell in the range, of course, some go outside the range. They don't all go outside the range. In a rising market, many more went outside the range.
Well,
but at the moment,
the average consumer understands. I think And the reality is that a lot of our properties do sell within the range, and some sell for over the top of the range because that's competition at its finest.
And that's what auctions are supposed to do, Philip, create competition. Philip, 11 Bayview Street, Elsternwick was a property I had the privilege of auctioning. In fact, I auctioned all of the properties this Saturday. We've got 8 auctioneers, and I did all of the auctions for Gary Privacy.
And how many did you do?
Just the one. But anyway, it was 11 Bayview Street, Philip. Sold above the range of 112 to 132. It sold for a little more than that. So well done. And again, 2 bidders, Phil. Just started an advocate, a buyer advocate, started it, went there all the way, but missed to a second buyer.
Okay.
The one that we didn't sell, though, is the property on Orong Road. So the good news for you if you're buying, not too late to get to this property at 259 Orong Road, one of the best homes to be offered to the market, if not the best, in Eastern Kilda in 2022. Come along and have a look at that because it is still available to see through.
A beautiful property,
Has
Gary.
it been sold? Am I distracting you?
No, because
no, Gary. There's a show. There's people
Gary,
watching.
Because
you go ahead.
You've talked about a property that didn't sell. I'm also going to talk about a property that didn't sell, which is number 22, Bertram Street in Elsternwick. Just under 400 square metres, one of only 2. It's the front unit, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double undercover carport in original condition. The owners bought it in 1979, so it's very livable, but waiting for somebody to give it an overhaul, and I think that's good real estate.
Phil, is it last drinks at the bar now? We're at the middle of October. Given most campaigns go for 4 weeks and have a little bit of preparation time, where now, if you were to list now your home, and preferably with us for sale, you would be coming in now.
Well, is it okay while you're talking about this? I'm going to look at my diary because
you could be organised. I'm organised. I've got my facts here.
We're talking about.
And you tell me off in preparation time, but you're not ready.
You've asked the question.
I have to put up with. Well, I have to put up with.
You asked a question. Is it last drinks at the bar?
Yeah.
Almost, Gary.
Yes,
Keeping in mind that we've got Saturdays, the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th of December.
And Sunday.
So we will go late.
And Sunday,
absolutely.
And midweek.
So 3rd and the 4th, the 10th and the 11th, the 17th and the 18th. Having said that, if you don't come to the market quickly, if you're not engaging with us now, within another 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be saying, looks like February.
So I'm going to call this way, Phil. I'm going to say it's second last drinks at the bar because there is such a thing, like a penultimate.
Yes.
Second last drinks at the bar right now, Phil, and we're going to head this up. This GPTV episode, second last drinks at the bar.
Okay.
Now we've got some auctions coming. Thank you. Well done to you. And you feel good, refreshed, and pumped.
Gary, the Langham Hotel. I know this sounds like an advertisement, but I do love a good hotel gym. And this hotel gym is probably the best that I've ever seen.
I always love to see them as well. I love to see them. I like to go past to see them, on the way to the bar or the cafe. When I get a schnitzel sandwich or something, I love to go past.
So this gym, right, is up on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
And the hotel. No, well, wait for this. The hotel is literally on the beach, right?
Yeah.
And I'm on the treadmill, not the treadmill, the cross trainer.
Yep.
And they've got a screen, so I was watching a show. But you also look over the screen, and you're looking right at the water.
And were you watching a show that had images of the sea? That would be a good show. Images of the water.
I was watching Baywatch.
Baywatch. Fair enough. Very good. Shall we talk about this weekend's auctions? Because we have many, Philip.
Let's talk about them. How many auctions do we have, Gary? Mr. Preparation?
Mr. Preparation didn't quite do the number there, Phil, but having a quick scan. Oh, can I go over and have a look like you do? To have a quick scan. Hey, before we do, a couple of properties to talk about, Philip. There's a Selwyn Blackstone home, and I think you may have done the video.
Yes. What do you mean you think?
Well,
you know I did.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen that video, but I know of it.
So let me talk about this house in Keene Street.
Number 19 Keene Street.
Number 19 Keene Street, designed by architect Selwyn Blackstone, who is a South African architect and very, very, very good. Done some beautiful houses.
Fastidious.
This was one of his earlier works, and I think it stood the test of time. It's stunning. I really enjoyed being there. I think it's got a timeless kind of Italian villa feeling to it.
Yeah, it's just almost Tuscan.
It's just Tuscan, yeah. It's beautiful. Anyway, it's a 4-bedroom home, 2.5 bathrooms. It is stunning, and I don't think I've seen a more immaculate home. Every room I went into was absolutely bang on, Gary. Bang on! It's a new expression.
Hang on, okay. Philip, we actually, of course, I'm very well prepared. We've got 24 auctions coming up this weekend. We've got a very, very busy weekend.
Before we jump into those, Gary, I also want to talk about number 49 Lamia Road.
Now, I'm in love with this
house.
Now,
this house is incredible, Gary. This house was designed by the late architect Dr. Ernest Fuchs,
yes, the late
who
great.
was one of
it's amazing
the most
that
prominent post-war postmodern, not postmodernist, mid-century architect. Incredible. And this house is built on 1,142 square metres of land, and the current owners of this are the family that built this house, and it is magnificent.
It's quite amazing also to think that you could actually help people that feel sick and also design houses.
Yes, Gary, that is quite pathetic.
No,
anyway, this is on 1,142 square metres of land, west-facing and a north-facing back garden.
In the Golden Mile, for those who don't know, Philip, the Golden Mile.
Beautiful home, beautiful home.
Phil, we've got a very, very active weekend, a busy weekend. We've got you out, so I'm glad that you've dusted off your holiday outfit now. Well, we dusted off to go, but now you're back and you've put it away into the cupboard and you're ready for action, Philip. I think that's where I'm going.
Got the sand out of my Speedo.
That's what I meant to say. You got the sand out, gave it a bit of a shake out at the back there, Phil. And we have this weekend 24 auctions on Saturday, Philip. We're in no less than 11 suburbs. We're all over the place. And I know that doesn't sound good when I say, but when I say all over, you know what I mean.
Yes,
we are in many suburbs. Let's start off, Philip, with your first auction in Banksia Street in Bentley East. What a great looking home. Looking forward to putting this one to the market, Philip. And this one, Darren Crongold has been handling it together with Leon Gusenfitter, our Bentley expert. There's nothing about Bentley that Leon Gusenfitter doesn't know.
Well, he is selling the best houses in Bentley, Gary. There is no question about that.
And is this the fourth Saturday? I'm not sure. No, I think it is the fourth Saturday, which if you happen to be in Bentley, you can go to the market, Philip, in Bignell Road. Fantastic farmers market at the school there. Look, I won't be able to join you there because I'm going to be in Catherine Street at 11:30, Philip, in Caulfield North. Auction is terrific villa. Love that address.
Gary, it is a really good address. Home number 7 at 3 Catherine Street, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a lock-up garage, beautiful polished timber floors. It's a great spot there, Gary.
Do we have our work experience person here, Philip?
Yeah, we do, Gary. She's sitting over there.
She's sitting over there. I couldn't see her because... we do have work experience people in our office, which is good, and we try to look after them. And Isabella's here today.
Welcome to Isabella, who is off screen at the moment, and because she is a Year 10 student, we cannot show her face on this show.
We'd like to, but we just can't.
Yes,
Year 10's out. Can't be seen on television.
And interestingly, Gary, we've had a lot of young work experience kids from school.
Yes, thinking about getting to real estate.
And the interesting fact is, over the years, I think we've had 40 or 50 of them.
Wow,
not one of them has gone on to a career.
No, none of them. Real estate. I think this was if there was ever a reason not to work in real estate, you come here, work experience, you found out pretty quickly.
Correct.
Off you go.
Not one has gone on to a career in real estate.
There's some that have gone on to medicine. There's some that have travelled the world looking for the meaning of life after they've been completely confused by coming into the real estate office. Others have gone on to wonderful careers, but none in real estate.
I think we've got to look at the program that we run here.
Yeah. Well, I think what parents do is when they don't want their kids to go into real estate, they go, go and have a
go and spend 10 days with them.
10 days there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'll want to go into real estate after that. And the kids come back trembling and say, no, never.
The other bonus, though, Gary, of all of the work experience children that we've had, not one of them is currently in jail.
Well, not that we know of. We don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure, Phil. Some of them might have photos of you and me chiseling down the day saying, I'm going to get them for what they did.
Let's move on, shall we?
We've got a beautiful looking home in Malvern East. This is an incredible property.
28 Kerford Street, Malvern East, Gary. This is part of the Gascoigne estate. It is. This is really hallowed real estate territory. This is the most beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. It doesn't get any better than that. You can move straight into it. You can add some value.
Can you get to that
beautiful
auction
home
if you've got time? Because you'll be finishing in Bentley at 10:30.
See what I can do, Gary.
In East Bentley, and your next auction is going to be 12:30. So if you can do it,
see what I can do, Gary. I'll go and wave the flag for Jeremy.
Go and do that. Jeremy Rose is doing that auction. I know he'd love you there, heckling him. Phil, that's our double auction action at 11:30. We have triple auction action at 12:30. We're going to be in Mercer Street in Oakley East.
Gary, Leon might be the auctioneer, but the dynamic duo of Jack Slater and Dizzy Wang, who are just absolutely ripping that whole area apart and putting it back together even better than what it was. They've loved handling this property. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 car spaces, a lock-up garage. That is a wonderful, wonderful home by the dynamic duo.
Talking about dynamic duos, the dynamic team of Kirkham, Bricker and Masereau are going to be at the auction that Jeremy Rosens conducts in Downhill Road, 374.
Yep, that's a good property, Gary. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. And that is a powerful team, Mark Kirkham, Glenn Bricker and Maureen Masereau, working together to create fabulous opportunities for people.
Our third auction, Philip, and again, magnificent home, 12:30 on Saturday in Regent Street, Elsternwick, and you're the auctioneer for this
Gary, this is the most stunning home. 4 bedrooms, architecturally renovated, 2 bathrooms, a most incredible parcel of land, the most beautiful back garden, and the most fantastic kitchen meals family room, Gary, which, as we've said, is the epicentre of all family living. Regent Street, home to a previous season of the block.
Double auction action at 1:30, Philip. You're going to be moving on from Elsternwick to Brighton East, not far away, to Northern Avenue.
Gary, I've been working on this property with Lamore and Nikki and Justin. This is a fabulous home, and that is got a double lock-up garage, 3 beautiful bedrooms, 3 magnificent bathrooms. You can move straight into this home. Just get on with life. It is magnificent. Love that spot too.
You've got 5 auctions on Saturday. You're a busy man.
I am,
back
Gary.
to a big block of 5, Philip, but you won't be doing the auction in Brighton Road, Elwood, because Jeremy Rosens has auction honours of this great-looking home.
Daniel Michmacher has been looking after this. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Beautiful building, and that is a beautiful apartment.
He's Michmacher. He's not a Michmacher. He's only one ch, and it's a second ch, not the first one.
Okay.
Some people say Michmacher, but it's Michmacher.
Okay.
Right? So you've got to get your ch.
Michmacher.
That's it. Exactly.
Right.
Like you've just started here. It's been here for like 20 years. So just finally just to work it out. Philip, we've got triple auction action at 2:30, 21 Tattenham Street, Caulfield East. You are a man about town. You're in a lot of different suburbs. You're going to wear out the petrol.
I'm looking forward. I love Caulfield East. It's a bit of a, unless you know about Caulfield East, you don't really know.
It's a bit of a secret, isn't it?
Well, it is. You've got the racecourse, you've got the shopping centre that's about to open there, you've got the train station, you've got trams. It's a really, really good
buzzing
spot.
Yeah,
it's a great spot. This is 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking, a fundamentally incredible land opportunity with a home with potential.
2:30, Philip, we're going to be at the same time in Rigby Avenue, Carnegie, not the same auctioneer though, Leo Samuel in his hood.
Again, Jack Slater and Dizzy Wang bringing this property to the market, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 lock-up garage, beautifully renovated throughout, an absolutely immaculate home.
And I think Huon Road's been sold. If for some reason the sale doesn't go ahead, Philip, come to the auction, but check online first, because I think it's too late for one at 116 Huon Road that has been sold by Maureen Masereau pre-auction.
That was 2 bedrooms,
anyway.
2 bathrooms and 1 lock-up garage, a really good property.
Brings us to Sunday, Philip. We've got a busy day. You've got another 5 auctions you're doing Sunday. You've got 10 this weekend. That's a good, healthy weekend for you, isn't it?
Lucky I had a week off.
Get a nice big lungful of air, Phil, to get through all those. But we're going to start off with one of the best offerings we've got on the weekend. That's in Hellensley Road, which is a great address.
Check out this house, Gary. A gorgeous 1960s single-storey house that is completely immaculate, could easily be lived in now, could easily be refurbished, but it does sit on the most valuable parcel of land. There we've got in excess of 841 square metres of land that faces west at the back and also has northern orientation. So if you're looking for a building block, it doesn't get any better than that.
Well, I've dedicated the entire 10:30 slot to that auction, Phil.
Beautiful.
So we're looking forward to it. As we have at 11 a.m. In Whitehall Court, which is a great address, and I love these apartments.
Yeah, Matthew Morley, Jeremy Rosens doing the apartment auction there, which is fabulous. And we love Whitehall Court, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space.
We have triple auction action at 11:30, Phil. You'll probably remember this as being known as the Gardens of Caulfield when it was originally subdivided. I remember it was a rental block, Phil. I used to have some friends that used to run around, have have parties there. They've got a rooftop garden in some parts of it. But
thank goodness
anyway,
those people no longer live in the building.
That's for
You
sure.
can
Got
buy
cleaned
there
up.
with great certainty knowing that it's a fabulous
got cleaned
building.
up. It used to be a rental building, Phil, and it got cleaned up, subdivided, renovated. It's one of the most glorious buildings.
One bedroom, one bathroom, one car space, and it is the most beautiful building.
Nikki Janova's been enjoying handling that. Philip Lee or Samuel is going to be auctioning this property in Glen Ira Road, which has had much interest. One at 360.
Yes, Gary, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, courtyard garden area. Great location there as well.
Part of triple auction action is your auction in Bamborough Road, Philip, number 36 Bamborough Road. There's been much interest in this terrific looking home handled by Leon Guzenfitter and team.
As there should be. So Leon Guzenfitter and John Sweepo have been handling this property. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms and plenty of off-street car parking, as many as 4 cars. You've also got a double lock-up garage there. Some beautiful period features, but a luxurious renovation.
3 fine auctions at 12:30, Phil, starting off in Anderson Street. This is a beautiful unit. I remember that we've sold this once before and it really is magnificent. Tell us a bit about it.
Leor Samuel, Mark Kirkham have got the auction honours there. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a double lock-up garage. Magnificent property. Check out those parquetry floors.
You won't be checking that auction out because you're going to be auctioning this home in Emma Street. What a great address. And
Gary,
great opportunity.
612 square metres of land. So what a great land opportunity. It's also a very comfortable family home, which could be further improved. It's livable very nicely as it is. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, but it's a land opportunity and perhaps a refurbishment opportunity.
Phil, 12:30, we've got triple auction action. Jeremy Rosen's auctions in Hawthorn Road, a terrific looking property. 1438 Hawthorn Road, Caulfield South.
Being handled by Daniel Mick-Macher, and I got the correct pronunciation. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car spaces, a double lock-up garage. That is a really good home.
We've got some triple auction action at 1:30, Phil. You're going to be in the Ellington Street, a fine address and a great looking home.
Check out this beautiful house, Gary. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage and another carport. That is a stunning home in every conceivable way. You should go online and have a look at that. Come to the auction because it's a beautiful home.
And I know Lamore's been very excited about that, and rightly so, Philip. Also at 1:30, Phil, we've got Jeremy Rosen's auctioning this terrific looking property on the corner of Chattersley Avenue and Balaclava Road. That happens to be 3 at 52 Balaclava Road, handled by Sally Zellman.
Love that building, Gary. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, 1 car space. That is a beautiful, beautiful property.
I get to do my auction, Philip, on Sunday. After all, it's hard to get a gig here, I tell you what, but I've got one, and I've got a great gig at that. 6 Malvern Grove. It's been in the same family for many years, as I understand. I know Leon Guzenfitter has been very excited about this, and I can't wait to do the auction on Sunday.
I'm a bit jealous of that. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and that is a stunning home because it's a renovator's opportunity. Whilst it's perfectly livable as it is, we see houses like that have renovations undertaken there which are completely stunning.
Well, you won't have to be jealous for very long because you've got your own magnificent period home auction. I'm going to come along and check you out, Philip, at 2:30 p.m. in Glen Ira Road. I love a home with a circular drive, and this one is a showpiece of a property.
Gary, on over 1,000 square metres, this has got a circular drive. I'm a sucker for a circular drive.
I love a circular drive.
You know, there's nothing, it just gives it a sense of elegance that you don't find anywhere else. This is the most beautiful home. It's got a double lock-up garage which comes in from the rear, so you can park your cars at the front as well, or you can come into your lock-up garage at the rear. It's got a swimming pool, it's got period features, it's got luxury details. It is a beautiful home. It's a home that you walk into and you fall in love.
Absolutely, Phil. That's a big wrap for an overtime, extended, long episode of GPTV. We've got lots to talk about, Phil, because there's lots going on. Again, second last drinks at the bar. If you want to get in this year, give us a call now or maybe in a week or so, but don't wait much longer so we can plan it out for you. Market still feels good, plenty of buyers around. We've met equilibrium, a nice sort of spot where vendors are prepared to sell for a bit less than what they used to get before. Buyers probably have to pay a bit more than they hoped, but we've found now a level, Phil, where people are engaging and there's plenty of buyers around.
You want a quick prediction, Gary? My prediction is, and to use your words, the market we think is in equilibrium. I think people will look back on 2022 and there'll be people that will be the lucky ones or the smart ones that bought in 2022 because the market has, without question, taken a breath, a step back. If you buy today, I think in the future you're going to be looking back laughing.
Well, my prediction is that Knight's Order might run really well in the Melbourne Cup. Philip was a beautiful third in
So
the Caulfield Cup on Saturday. So at the moment, I'm jumping on the Knight's Order bandwagon. I think it's a great horse, could do well, but I'm sure people didn't watch to hear that.
And imagine if Sue was watching and she wanted a racing tip, she had to watch the whole
30 minutes or however long
show
it's gone,
to get to that.
Yeah, well, I hope that brightened your day, Sue, and it does well, but my horses aren't going too well, so nothing else to tip you. But thanks for your prediction. Thanks for being back on GPTV. It's good to be here with you. We look forward to bringing you all the real estate news next week again on GPTV. I'm Gary Pearce.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a fabulous week, and it's good to be back with you.